Alright guys, welcome to episode 78 of EDH Commander Challenge. I'm your host, BT. I decided to get into the newest set of Ravnica that just came out this week with two awesome commanders being Nikya and Zegana, which we'll get to in just a minute. By the way, thank you guys so much for helping us get closer and closer to 900
Chris.
Josh.
No. You know what? Look, I've been seeing you ranting, raving, telling everybody about your channel. I watch your channel, and you know what? I want to try something. And hey, here's a little special for you. You're already at 9. Congratulations. Get out of here. It's my show now. No, it's my show now. It's my show now. Welcome to Josh's game night. Welcome to Josh's game night. Francis, Chris, hit it. Let's go. Hey guys, figured to self-promote a little bit while I hijack Mr. BT, Mr. Baritone, Mr. 900 subscribers. Very congratulations, by the way. But still, I will now challenge you, Mr. BT. Okay, that's sounding a little too wrestling-y. Anywho, Atraxa, Chromat, Varel, Marwin. That's me, by the way. We're gonna get it on 4-way. See you next week.
12 seconds later.
Sorry for that Josh-related interruption. But he's right, you know. We will have, without fail, this Sunday, the first week of February, at long last, our 800 subscriber special, which will include the following 4 commanders as he mentioned: Varel, Atraxa, Chromat, and Marwin. So stay tuned for that. We just finished filming it. We're in the processes of editing it right now, and it'll be ready for this Sunday. But to tide you over, we have an episode for you today. Normally this would have been out a little bit earlier, but considering work and the amazing Royal Rumble that just passed, it's a little bit late up this week. Do apologize for that. Today we have for you 2 brand new generals from the oh-so-awesome new set that just dropped this past Friday, Ravnica Allegiance. So without any further ado, let's have a look at those opening hands. Let's go! I'm playing my Gruul Nikya of the Old Ways deck. I keep an opening hand with Beast Within, Dragon Master Outcast, Swiftfoot Boots, Thunderfoot Baloth, 2 forests, and a mountain. The mad scientist Francis is playing his Simic Zegana Utopian speaker deck and keeps an opening hand with Thrasios Triton Hero, Primal Rage, Sensei's Divining Top, Soul Ring, Breeding Pool, Botanical Sanctum, and Reliquary Tower. Francis won the dice roll off camera to start us off, so he'll begin. Let's go! Francis plays a Reliquary Tower and casts Soul Ring, followed by his Sensei's Divining Top. And with his remaining mana, he checks his top 3 cards before passing for a strong first turn. For my turn, I luck out as well, playing a mountain and playing my Soul Ring I just top decked, followed by a Swiftfoot Boots before passing it back to Francis. Francis plays a Botanical Sanctum and casts Primal Rage and passes. For my turn, I play a forest and cast Beast Within, destroying Francis's Soul Ring. This gives him a 3/3 beast token, and he responds by checking his top 3 again with the mana from his Soul Ring. I then cast Dragon Master Outcast and pass. Francis plays a Breeding Pool untapped, taking 2 damage. Then he casts Thrasios Triton Hero. He then moves into combat and attacks me with his beast token for 3 damage. Then he passes. For my turn, I play a forest and cast my general Nikya of the Old Ways and pass. Francis plays a Temple of the False God and casts Opt, bottoming his top card and drawing a card before passing. For my turn, I move my boots onto Nikya and move into combat, attacking Francis with it. Francis blocks with his beast, and I pass. During my end phase, Francis uses his top once more. Francis plays a forest and casts Nisa, Steward of Elements, where X is 3. He uses Nisa's 0 ability and gets Voral of the Hullclawed into play for free and passes. For my turn, I enter combat right away and attack Nisa with Nikya. Francis blocks with Thrasios. During my second main, I cast Solemn Simulacrum to grab a basic into play tapped from my deck. I pass a turn, while Francis uses his top to check his top 3 during my end phase. Francis plays another forest and casts his general, Zegana Utopian Speaker, and passes, forgetting to use his Nisa. For my turn, I play Mossword Bridge and hide away a card. Then, I cast Thunderfoot Baloth, granting all my creatures +2/+2 and trample since I control my general. I move into combat and attack Francis with Solemn and Nisa with Nikya. Francis declares no blocks and takes 4 while his Nisa dies. Then, I pass a turn while during the end step, again, Francis checks his top 3 with his Sensei's top. Francis starts his turn by casting Genesis Hydra for 3, but whiffs at getting any free permanents from it. However, he uses Voral's ability and doubles the counters on the Hydra, making it a 6/6. Then he passes. For my turn, I use my Mossword Bridge 10 power trigger and get Perforos, God of the Forge, into play. By the way, guys, please let me know if that really works or if it's legal, because I wasn't sure since it's both an enchantment and a creature. Anyway, I move into combat and attack Francis with Nikya and Thunderfoot. Francis declares no blocks, so I boost my creatures once with Perforos, dealing Francis 16 damage in total. Then I pass. Francis casts Gilded Lotus and also uses his Varel to double the number of counters on his Hydra. Then he passes. For my turn, I play a forest meaning that my next turn will allow my Dragon Master Outcast to start making me some dragon tokens. I move into combat and attack with Nikya and Solemn. Francis blocks Nikya with his Hydra and takes 4 from the Solemn. Before Nikya dies, I filled a grand total of 10 mana, and after it dies, before moving to my second main phase, I cast Chord of Calling for 6. This lets me search out Atali Primal Storm into play. This in turn triggers Perforos, dealing Francis 2 damage. Then, during my second main phase, I cast Kadama's Reach to go grab some basics, and then cast Explore to draw a card and play a Raging Ravine as my extra land before passing. Francis smiles wide, claiming I only have 1 turn left to live. The reason being, he casts Prime Speaker Zegana, which gains 12 +1/+1 counters thanks to his Hydra. And he gets to draw 13 cards, which thanks to his Reliquary Tower, he'll get to keep all of them. He then casts Thought Vessel, and then uses Varel's ability to double the counters on his Hydra again, making it a 24/24. He then moves into combat and attacks me with it. Considering it has Trample thanks to Primal Rage, I choose to have no blocks whatsoever and take the 24 damage head on. Then he passes. During my upkeep, my Dragon Master Outcast makes me a 5/5 dragon token, which triggers my Perforos, dealing 2 damage to Francis. I then cast Zendikar's Resurgent to double my mana, then recast my General Nikya. This lets me draw a card with Zendikar's Resurgence trigger, and also triggers Perforos, shooting Francis for 2 damage. Also, my Balot's effect returns, boosting my creatures. I then equip my boots to the dragon token and move to combat. A little bit sad considering I just drew Blightsteel Colossus, but being unable to cast it, I attack Francis with everything I have. This triggers Atali, which reveals a land from Francis's deck and a Relentless Assault on my side that I can't cast thanks to Nikya's ability. The resulting damage to Francis, despite him being easily able to block the biggest creature I have with ease, is just enough for me to score a narrow win in this close game. For this week's Cardboard MVP, it's pretty easy to see which cards shined the brightest. In the Mad Scientist Francis's case, it's definitely gotta be Voral. Turning his Genesis Hydra from being a simple creature to a 1 Hydra army that during his next turn would have been a lethal 48/48 is just crazy. I'm just lucky he didn't have any cards that allowed him to untap Voral to use its abilities more and more. That card is really becoming his spirit animal as far as I'm concerned. As for myself, I gotta give it up to Thunderfoot Baloth. A lot of people kind of throw shade the way of the Lieutenant cards from Commander, but this one is absolutely amazing, and in my opinion, the best of the Commander Lieutenants. It came in handy early game to get me some good damage on Francis, and then towards the end when I recasted my General to try and go for the kill, that extra damage was just what I needed to be able to edge out that game. Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments down below. And once again, guys, thank you so much for helping us reach 900 family members. We are so close. We are in the final stage. The light at the end of the tunnel. 1,000 subscribers is our next goal. Alright guys, that's it for this week's episode. Hope you enjoyed watching. Just want to let you know, if you aren't already part of our ever-growing EDHCC family and you want to join in on the fun, make sure you smash the subscribe button and the notification bells down below, and you'll know every single time a new video drops. Now, we do videos every single week. Don't forget as well to like them, share them, comment on them, but most importantly, enjoy them. Shout out to all of our family members, our subscribers, our viewers, if you will. It is an honor and a privilege to do this each and every week, and you joining on the fun with us. Until next time, I'm your host, BT, reminding you to check out all of the videos on the channel. Join our game. It's now your turn. Cheers!